I copied a small YouTube channel with about 20,000 subscribers that was quietly making around $3,000 per month because I realized if a small channel like that could make real money, what would happen if I built a better version of it? So I followed the same model, and within 90 days, my channel made over $30,000, so 10 times the money. So the channel to decided to model was this one right here called Big Bite Tomatoes. So despite a low subscriber count, especially compared to other channels that you see out there, this channel was still able to pull 764,000 views, 750 views, 400,000, 160,000, and in total, guys, the channel got over 26 million views with only 20,000 subscribers, which was great. At that time, before me starting the channel, Big Bite Tomatoes were making anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000, and that's when I saw a gap in the market. I said if I could do something better than them, and I think I could, I would be able to make at least the amount of money that they're making or even more. Now, one mistake that I see people often make when starting a Faceless YouTube channel or a YouTube automation business is that they kind of skip these opportunities, right? They see channels like this one in boring niches, which you guys know I'm a really big fan of, but they kind of raise them off, right? Because they maybe only make $2,000, $3,000 a month. But in my opinion, these channels are hidden gems, and these channels are where the opportunity is. And I remember an analogy, I think, from Charlie Munger that said that if you are a fisherman, right, or like in business, if you want to fish, you don't want to fish where you have the best fishermen in the world are fighting for just a couple of fish, right? You want to find yourself a place where you can compete with amateur fishermen that are still catching a lot of fish, right? And this is exactly how a good opportunity looks like. If you see a channel that is under optimized, not posting as much as they could, not having the best quality that they could, that looks like an opportunity and not something that you want to raise off. Another reason why I like these channels is that they do the hard part, right? They do the 0 to 1 in an unproven niche. I mean, this is one of the first channels, along with another one that I'm going to show you in just a second. This is one of the very first channels that I saw that were covering this type of content, right? That were kind of proving the idea that like vintage gardening and gardening overall could work. So I didn't need to reinvent the wheel. I didn't need to throw spaghetti at the wall, hoping something will stick, seeing if this niche is going to work, because they did the hard part for me. I just need to come in, make it better, and I will be able to make improvements and eventually make more money, or even similar the amounts of money, right? And as I said, it wasn't just this channel that was working, but let me show you another one. Hey guys, real quick, if you're someone who's serious about making money on YouTube, we have YouTube automation and Faceless YouTube channels. So if you work a high-paying job and want to make more money on the side, or if you're a business owner and you're looking to diversify your streams of income, then go ahead and book a call for one-on-one coaching by clicking the link in the description. I've helped over 5,000 people just like you make more money on YouTube, and I'd love to see if I can help you do the same thing. So go ahead, click the link in the description, book a call, and I'd love to see you on the other side. If not, no issues, enjoy the free content. But we also had this channel right here called Stellar Eureka, Unlocking Curiosity, as you can see. This one is a little bit bigger. They've posted 185 videos. They have over 168,000 subscribers, and they've been around for quite 2 years. I would say more like a year and a half, making a very similar type of videos, right? And despite the first one, which kind of never really grew, this one right here, guys, has pretty good stats as well. If we go here and I look their views, you can see they've gotten almost 800,000 views in the last 30 days. Their RPM, it's about $4, which I would say this is quite conservative. I'm sure it can be a little bit higher in reality, but hey, remember, these are just estimates. And with that, they've made around $3,000. And by the way, you notice that I say we throughout this video sometimes. It's because it wasn't actually just me who did the execution of this channel, but actually my partner. So we worked together on this, so shout out to her for the great execution. So to not keep you waiting any longer, this is the channel that we created. It's called America Grows, 127 videos as it stands, and over 38,000 subscribers. Now, we've gotten just shy of 6-7 million views, so way less than the other competitors, but wait until you see the money, right? And this channel, as you can see in the beginning, we focused on gardening topics, and then we kind of kept adding new formats. We tried testing new ideas until we found something that works for us, right? Remember, one of my favorite quotes from Peter Thiel's book 0 to 1, all happy companies have no competition. Same when it comes to Faceless YouTube channels. Each and every single channel must find its own angle, its own sub-niche, its own format that is going to be able to dominate and make money with. And if you look at the thumbnails of our videos and even the topics, you will see that they're similar, right? So with every channel, we aim to model, but not copy what the people are doing, because one, that would not be monetized, and second, you wouldn't get any views in the first place. So let me give you guys an example, because I get a bunch of comments asking, it's like, Raz, what is the difference? Like, how do you kind of take inspiration but not copy? I will give you the perfect example right here. So let's take a look at this video right here. Inside Ted Turner's multi-billion-dollar ranch empire. Right now, this video idea, I didn't just invent and wonder it, right? I didn't just kind of wake up one day and say, I'm gonna make this video. No, instead, what I did, I went to this other channel that I own, and I've documented guys before on the channel, so if you want to check a look, you can watch the next video after, Vintage Vehicles, right? And on this video, if you remember, some of my most popular videos here are Rarest People Cars collection, right? Like Jay Leno's bike collection, Clint Eastwood car collection, James May car collection. So I kind of took this idea that having a character, right? Having a popular figure and displaying something of wealth, right? Displaying an expensive asset of that person. And then I was like, okay, well, when America grows, we cannot talk about their car collection because this is a gardening channel. But I saw that a public figure that had a lot of land and had a lot of farms was Ted Turner. And if you can see, even the thumbnail is very similar, right? We have 10 in the front, a big image with the nice estate in the background, and then text at the top. And this is the same format that you can see with my car collection videos right here, right? So this is how you model, not copy. So what you want to be careful when you don't want to copy, you also don't want to go in the other direction. And this is another popular mistake that I see. People trying to reinvent the wheel and people trying to come up with their original ideas. And that is equally hard and equally risky. Instead, when starting a brand new Faceless YouTube channel, especially if you don't have a lot of experience, what you need to do is you need to identify the proven competitors in your niche. What are they doing? What is working for them? What are their title structure? What are their video formats? Have a very good understanding on why they worked, and then set that as a foundation and aim to make them slightly better or slightly different by applying your own touch, your unique experience, or whatever, your own research to them. And that is the correct way to go about it, right? So remember, you don't want to be on any sides of the extreme. You don't want to copy exactly what people are doing, and you don't want to not look at anybody, but you want to research, right? You want to know everything that's happening, and then you want to make a slightly better version if you want to have success and if you want to go from 0 to 100 real fast. Now, as soon as you start your channel, what you'll probably notice is that it will be slower than you expect, right? But don't worry and don't panic. This is exactly how it is for everybody. And this is exactly how it was for me as well. And remember, one of my favorite sayings is like, you're one video away, right? Every single video that you post has the chance to go completely viral, get a bunch of views, make you a bunch of money, and change the future of your channel entirely. So what you need to optimize is to find that one video. And let me show you what that video was for America Grows. So if I go here inside the studio and I filter by date, you will see that we started posting on June 14, June 15, and the third video looks like it got 25,000 views. But this is also the issue with not having full transparency to what was happening and what's behind us. And this is why I really like taking guys behind the scenes and showing you as much as possible, as much as we can, because I want you to be in the know. So it's a false positive, at least for early traction, because look at this. If we look at the graph of views, in the first 10 days, this video only got 3 views, as you guys can see right here, right? In the first 30 days, it only got 300 views, right? Not even that. So this wasn't definitely an overnight success. This was not the first video that got traction, but this got traction much later on. I would say about 3 months after you can see the real climb began. And this is one of the other advantages with this business model, right? Is that our video is never dead and you can have videos that take action later on. But we were talking about the early video and we were talking about the fact that you're one video away. This wasn't the video. If we keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, you will see this video right here that has 646,960 views right now. Top 7 largest farms on earth, shocking facts and stats. This was the actual video that changed everything, and it was the 9th video. So as you can see, it got very good traction early on. In the first day, it got more views than the previous video got in the entire month, right? So you can see definitely an outlier right there. And it climbed in the first, like you can see guys, in the first 10 days, it crossed 100,000 views and it kept going and going and going. And it's still going to this day. It's already made $1,700 almost without a dollar. And this video, literally changed everything and the channel took off. Now, let's get into the good part where I reveal all the numbers behind this channel. So the first thing you need to know, guys, is that it took us 56 days from the moment we posted the first video until we got monetized. We weren't very consistent. It was kind of a slow start, but still less than 60 days monetization, I would say it's pretty good. And if we go here in the YouTube studio and look at the early months of monetization, you can see that August was the very first month that allowed us to make money, or like the first full month of monetization, and we made $608.24. Not too shabby, but but at this point, we were probably just about break even or just about covering our cost, because we have decided that as soon as we got monetized, we're gonna go real hard at it. And this is a common practice that I recommend you guys do as well. You maybe want to go a little bit slower in the beginning if you're not sure, if you don't know what you're doing, but as soon as you see signs of success, as soon as you get monetized, as soon as you start making money, you want to go harder, because that's where the money is. Now from there, the channel continued to grow. And as you can see, in the next month, we went from $600, right? So in a couple of days in August, that to be fair, to over $9,949.43 in September. I remember talking to my partner and she was kind of just put down by the fact that we only needed $50 to cross $10,000 in the second month monetized. But hey, by all measures, guys, going from 0 to 10K a month in 60 days after monetization is just wow, right? So this is a spectacular result at this point, and it continued to grow. The next month in October, during Q4, RPMs are also higher, so we also got more views, but we were helped by the RPMs as well, and we made $15,575.39. And this was a record month for the channel. And then even after that, we were still able to make $7,891 and $38 in November. And by this point, in this first 90 days of monetization, guys, the channel surpassed $30,000 in revenue, which was much higher than the competitor that we started with, if you remember, Big Buy Tomatoes, right? They were making about $3,000 per month, month in and month out consistently. We were able to scale to $10,000 and $15,000 in a very short period of time, just by starting by modeling and taking inspiration from a good channel. Now, as you guys can see, in November, during the record month where we made $15,000, it kind of started pretty slow, right? We only made $21, but we kind of started making $300, $400. Then we went into low 200. So by this point, the pace was more like $6,000. But then the growth accelerated and we even hit two $1,000 days, $1,250 on October 13th and $1,700 on October 14th, right? Imagine, guys, how much money or how good this might feel to make this much money on the side of your job, right? Like in 2 days, being able to make over $3,000, which is a pretty decent, I would say, side income, right? And we're able to make this just in 2 days. Now, this doesn't stay consistent though. As you can see, after we went to $800 a day and $400, but still, all in all, making $15,000 on the side of your job or on the side of your business right now, just to diversify. And now, to be transparent and explain what led to those $1,000 days, it was that the majority of these videos, guys, the majority of the popular videos, the ones that were posted 6 months ago, were posted during that time frame. So we just had format after format that keep winning. White is 20, garden fruits were banned in the 1950s, 1 million views. This is also when we posted 20 legal garden crops you cannot grow in America, 1.6 million views. George Bush multi-billion-dollar farm, almost 800,000 views. So a majority of those videos were just posted one after another in a good period, which skyrocketed the channel to make $1,000 days, which was insane. And by the way, to show you guys the full opportunity with this business model, let me show you how each of those videos, how much money each of those videos can actually generate. Let's start with Ted Turner, because I know this is the one that we started with. This video, guys, that got 1.5 million views, made over $7,000, as you can see right here. And this is not the most popular video. The most popular one, it's this one, 20 legal garden crops you cannot grow in America. And this one, with 1.7 million views, made $16,664.08, which is just insane. And the best part is, this video still makes money to this day. As you can see, it was at 15,000, 16,000, 100, 200, 300, 400. A video is never really dead on YouTube. It might slow down, it might go higher, it might go faster or slower, but this video probably still makes a couple bucks a day for the channel, right? And all of these videos right here with over 1 million views, they've all made thousands and thousands of dollars, as you can see. And now look, people will show you this kind of results and say, wow, every video is like this and every video is gonna make thousands of dollars. No, the reality is not that. We also have videos on this channel that have only made a couple bucks, right? We also have videos that have only made 50 bucks and have not even returned the cost to produce them. But the 80-20 rule applies. And if you look at any YouTube channel out there, even Mr. Beast, right? Even the most successful channels, it's only 20% of the videos that outperform, right? And make 80% of the money, right? And this will always be true. And this has been true with every single channel that I've ran. So the goal is to find these couple outliers, and once you find them, to double down and to make more videos like them to make more and more money, right? So I want you to know that. Now, if you guys have watched my channel for a little bit, you know that I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with what I like to call boring niches, and especially these vintage nostalgia channels. And I want to discuss a little bit why that might be, right? Because I'm a 20-year-old, I have not lived through those times. Maybe my parents have, but they're not Native American. So why is it that I like these channels, and why do I like making money with these channels? Well, the reason is, guys, one, they're boring. And that attracts to less competition, right? Everybody on YouTube or everybody when starting a YouTube channel, I feel like it's fighting for the trendy and flashy niches, right? Everybody wants a celebrity channel or a car channel or a movie channel, etc. The glitz and glam ones, right? But just like in business, right? The riches are in the niches and the boring businesses are the ones that make the money and that make the cash flow. Same with Faceless YouTube channels. Everybody wants to make money, right? Everybody wants to make $10,000, $15,000 a month. But if you ask them, it's like, would you like that to make with a gardening channel, with a nostalgia channel? They'd say no, because it kind of sounds boring. But let me tell you one thing. Boring is great because as soon as you start making money with something boring, you realize it was like, well, not a lot of people are going to start this thing, so I'm not going to have a lot of competition. And you start liking it, right? Because it's making you money. So even though you're not like the most excited or the most passionate or the most interested in one of those niches when you begin, as you start making money, trust me, you will start paying more attention and you will become more interested in this topic. And this has happened again and again multiple times in my community as well. And I was actually speaking with one of my students, Viorel, which at first started a football channel, which was successful. He made $20,000 to $30,000 as he shared in one of the student interviews with us. And that was his passion. But he kind of realized like, okay, this is a little bit hard. There's a lot of competition. So then, because he was working together, I told him to start a more overlooked, to start a more boring channel. And he started a sub niche of a car channel. I'm not going to reveal for his privacy exactly what it was, but I can tell you it's in the grand scheme of niche of cars. And this channel, guys, went from zero to making him $13,000 in 90 days. And we just recorded that student interview in the community. So remember, boring most likely means profitable. Now look, I started this channel last year, I would say in the summer, and it still made over $30,000, $40,000 by now with my partner. But I think this strategy is even more powerful today because starting a brand new Faceless YouTube automation channel is cheaper, faster, and it's a better business model than ever before. And if you're wondering why that is, well, in the past, guys, we had to hire scriptwriters, voice actors, video editors, and thumbnail designers, all online freelancers, not full-time employees, not W2, but still, you need to hire 4 people. But today, with the advance of technology, with the new AI tools that you have, AI can write the scripts for you. AI can generate the voiceovers for you. AI can assist your video editor, so you still need a person, and you still need a thumbnail designer. But this hybrid strategy where AI does some of the work and you only need freelancers for some of the work has allowed this business model to become much profitable, has lowered the barrier to entry because it really is pretty much half as expensive as it was, so half as costly, and twice as fast because you are not relying on as many humans to start a business like this. In the old days of this business model, videos like America Grows used to cost $100 to $150 to produce because they're about 20 minutes long. But today, we're able to make those videos for $50, so 2 to 3 times cheaper. And not a lot of people know this because not a lot of people know how to use the tools the right way and how to get these cost-saving advantages. So for all of those reasons, I truly believe that now is the best time to start if you're looking to create an additional stream of income. Real quick, if you want to start an online business to build an additional stream of income on the side of your job or your existing business and would like to learn more about how you can do that with Faceless YouTube channels, just like hundreds of my other clients have done, I have a free training linked in the description that will show you how to do just that. So if you're interested, click the link below, and if not, no issues, enjoy the free content.